A few days ago, Reggie tweeted a very interesting tweet where he references the Mother series, specifically Mother 3, the most notorious Nintendo game to have ever existed here in the West. A game that will probably never, ever get ported for the Western audience. But Reggie gave us an interesting tweet where he says, Mother 3 English version, every time I think it's time to play it, I get trolled and decide to put it off. Maybe I'll fire up this weekend. Now, what's really interesting about this tweet is that this tells us quite a bit about Mother 3. Specifically, gives us two things. One, the wording of the tweet is pretty interesting. It kind of gives us a lot of information and kind of doesn't give us a lot of information. Really weird for me to say that, but the wording is really just weird. I'll go into more detail as to why. I'm pretty sure if you guys have caught on to that, if not all of you, frankly, because it's kind of obvious in the tweet. And second thing, this might actually give us a little bit of insight into potentially what may have gone on in the background for Mother 3 at Nintendo HQ. Now, first and foremost, the wording of this tweet. Really, really weird. And let's just go back and reread it. Mother 3 English version. Every time I think it's time to play it, I get trolled and decide to put it off. Maybe I'll fire up this weekend. First things first. He says every time I think it's time to play it, I get trolled and decide to put it off. Okay, that's interesting. So, from how I'm understanding this is that he's trying to play it, he gets trolled, decides to put it off. That's kind of, I guess, the literal way of taking it. So we could probably flip this into three different things. One, he's either talking about the fan translation. Two, he's just straight up trolling us because he quite literally says, I get trolled and decide to put it off. So there's also that, which I think a lot of people do think it's that. That's just a really big troll. But I think the timing of this is a little bit weird, considering that Mother 3's 15th anniversary is tomorrow. So if it's tomorrow and he released this on the 15th, 5 days from the anniversary, that's interesting. Very interesting. Third thing, this could also mean that Mother 3 may have actually existed. Like, it was actually getting translated during Reggie's time, or maybe, like, Reggie got information that it is getting translated and it's going to release. That's also a big possibility. He quite literally does say Mother 3 English version. That can mean two things: fan translation, or there's going to be an official translation. Really interesting. But the biggest and above all things that really, really sets this tweet apart from just a simple, like, maybe this, maybe that, is maybe I will fire it up this weekend. What is this weekend, as I just said? April 20th is happening tomorrow. It's a Tuesday, not a weekend. It's a Tuesday. But still, you kind of get the idea of where I'm going with this. Mother 3 could quite literally actually be coming to the Switch or something. And that's really interesting. Very interesting, in fact. That we might actually get Mother 3. Now, is this like a surefire thing? Are we 100% on this? Absolutely not. I just think it's a huge coincidence that this is happening just days before the Mother 3 15th anniversary. So that's really weird. Frankly, this does feel like a Reggie troll. Though Reggie doesn't really tend to do trolls on his Twitter. He's pretty, like, formal and what's the word I'm looking for? He very much still acts like he's a representative of a company. That's kind of how his entire Twitter seems to be run as, and I guess, like, once you're in that, like, mode, like, since you've started work and you're in retirement, I guess it sticks, but still, it's very interesting the way Reggie puts it. It could also just mean that Reggie emulates his games and he's fan translating it. I think that's, like, the funnier one, just because it's like he was the president of Nintendo of America, and he's like, yeah, well, time to emulate it because we're never gonna release it ever again. I don't know. I just find that really funny, just because, yeah, it is. Yeah, I just think, honestly, this is probably just a troll, or he's talking about emulating the game and just fan translating it. That's the only thing that makes sense. I don't think Reggie's gonna put the fan translation onto like an actual cartridge. Highly unlikely. I just don't see it happening. I'm not saying Reggie is like bad with tech. I'm just saying that I don't see him doing it. I don't really think that Reggie's gonna fire it up on a Game Boy or DS or something to play the game again. Just don't see it. It's highly unlikely. So yeah, guys, that is the video. If you guys enjoyed watching the video till the end, hit the like and subscribe button. That is greatly appreciated. Tell me in the comments below, do you think Mother 3 is coming and being released on the Nintendo Switch? Because that's pretty much the only console they're probably going to release it on anyways. Tell me in the comments below, do you think it's a troll? Do you think it's legit? Do you think Reggie's he's going to emulate the game? I don't know. Tell me in the comments. I want to hear what you guys think. And yeah, that's the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.